On this episode of Outlook TV, Willam took to the stage during Okanagan Pride.
Heel by heel, they conquered the hill in New West for Pride.
Quebec City Pride welcomed the LGBT community and allies with open arms.
Welcome to Outlook TV. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Dan Dushaw. This is the TV show that brings you queer stories from coast to coast that matter the most. And this month we start off in the Okanagan from sunny Kelowna,
Where it was Pride. And we're not just going to take you to Kelowna's Pride. We've got a few more Prides coming up later in the show. But we're going to start out with a little wine tasting first.
Oh, Rebecca, put a cork in it. It's past your vintage. We sent Angus Pratt to check out this wine tasting that kicked off Kelowna Pride.
We're here in Kelowna, BC for the start of Okanagan Pride Festival. What could be more fitting to start off this festival than a wine tasting event called Viva Las Pride? Let's go inside and see what they're doing.
There's over 140 member wineries of the Festival Society, so there's 24 lucky wineries here tonight. And we have an amazing array of wines, sparkling wines, white wines from the 2012 vintage, amazing red wines that the Okanagan's known for, and it's just a party.
This is Viva Las Pride, and it's the very first time that a Pride festival in Canada has paired up with a wine festival for a Pride event.
The View Winery is a boutique winery, and we're right here in Kelowna. We're very excited to be part of the Pride evening this evening. It's somewhat appropriate to us because we have a fabulous sexy red stiletto on our label. Men like red shoes just as much as women, let me tell you. So we specialize in cool climate aromatics, and tonight we brought our bubbly, our Distraction Frizzante, which has been a big hit at the Pride evening.
One of the reception wines is our brand new sparkling wine called OMG, oh my God.
I'm here, we've got a silent auction that we're doing tonight to raise money for our organization and to do the wonderful work that we do here in Kelowna.
Fantastic. Well, you look fantastic.
Oh, well, thank you. It's just a reflection of your own fantastic beauty, honey.
Well, one thing unites prides from coast to coast, Rebecca. You know what that is?
Pride?
Drag queens.
Oh, of course.
Yes, and Okanagan Pride was no different with its second annual drag queen competition.
What is that saying? The Shante stay, sashay away thing?
She's learning.
Thanks.
Angus Pratt covered this competition.
For the second annual drag competition at the Okanagan Pride Festival. Check it out. Can you tell us a little bit about the stage, what's going to be happening tonight?
Absolutely. We have 10 performers this evening who are going to compete for the Okanagan Pride Best Drag Queen and King Performer for the evening. And we have a panel of 5 judges who are going to, of course, judge and very American Idol-ish, give them our critique after the performance.
100 people turned away at the door this evening, is that correct?
The craziness actually is that we have had such a massive turnout to Pride this year in the Okanagan, which has been fantastic. And yeah, we turned away 100 people this evening, at least for the event.
How are you doing, Craven?
I am on top of the world right now.
That was a fantastic performance. Can you tell us a little bit about the background of it? And I hear you made your own costume as well.
Yeah, well, I'm heavily influenced by my other famous drag kings, Land Insider and Spiky Van Dyke. And I saw Land Insider perform the number that I did, and I thought it was fabulous. And I was inspired mostly by all the glitz and the glam because I related well to it because I deal with a lot of burlesque. And they also glitz and glam, and when they hit the stage, they sparkle, and that's what I wanted to do, was fucking sparkle.
Explain a little bit about the show in itself, please.
Okay, well, I hosted and organized the second annual drag competition for Okanagan Pride. And we had a bunch of queens and kings, and they performed, they had a good time. The kings this year, they turned it out. They were amazing. Like last year, I was a part of the organizing as well, but this year, it's through the roof. The kings and queens saw what we did last year, and they topped it. They're amazing.
things a little differently in the Okanagan. For example, they dance their way to the festival site.
That's right. The good people of Kelowna hopped, danced, marched, and grooved their way to the party, and we had Jack Fox there to cover it all.
Welcome to Okanagan Pride.
We saw you walking down the street over here. We knew this is where we had to go because, you know, you guys definitely have all the colors on and things. You did very well. Yeah. Yes, I see that. It's pride puked all over you. So, is this your first Pride?
Yes. No. Well, not here, yes, my first Pride, but definitely not my first Pride.
It's my first, yeah.
Did you go to the events last night?
No, we didn't, No. We were saving ourselves for this morning. It was like...
Are you going tonight?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know who's performing?
No clue.
Willam from RuPaul's Drag Race.
This boy is a bottom.
Can we get a happy Pride?
Happy Pride! Happy Gay Christmas!
What's happening today?
Well, this is Okanagan Pride, so it draws people from all over the interior of British Columbia. And I came up last year, and the organizers asked me if I'd come back to support Pride again this year, so that's what I'm doing here.
How is it for you to be a gay MP in the House of Commons?
Well, obviously, we're still a little underrepresented with only 6 of us, 5 New Democrats and 1 Liberal, and so we could use some more company there in the House of Commons, and I would encourage gays and lesbians to get involved in their local communities and perhaps think about running for Parliament in the future.
How's the House Pride going for you?
It's awesome. Yeah.
Is this your first event?
Nope, I've been here, maybe this is the 3rd or 4th time coming here. I performed a couple times on the Pride stage, so today I'm just here to hang out and have some fun.
So what do you perform?
I'm a singer, and I perform jazz, R&B, pop.
So what can we expect from you today?
I'm singing Dirty Love, which is one of my most popular tracks. It's kind of the first single that I've ever had.
OutlookTV, this is Jack Fox in the Okanagan.
We need to take a short break now, but don't go anywhere because we'll be back with plenty more Pride stories.
Lots of gay on its way. We'll be right back.
Well, in Kelowna, accommodations for the OutlookTV crew was provided by 4 Points by Sheridan, Kelowna Airport.
Welcome back to Outlook TV. Speaking of things they do a little differently in the Okanagan, they have a pooch parade at their Pride.
That's right, our reporter Hannah covers this parade and contest where we found out which ones were the ladies and which ones were the tramps.
One of the highlights of Kelowna Pride is Preachers on Parade, and this year's was a baka.
And we've got a number of... That's Mia and Silvio. Noise for Jack, Cairo and Tyson.
Which isn't too far off from the truth because, yeah, she does this around town and yeah, she attracts a lot of attention. So, yeah.
Especially dressed like this, how long did it take to dye this?
About half an hour. All it is just washable hairspray. So, just Hair suck hands, yeah. She's a good dog, easygoing, and yeah, she loves the attention.
This is Hannah Godin for OutlookTV in Kelowna, BC.
Up next, what would Pride be without a great big party?
And what would a great big party be without Willam? Angus brings us this story.
Good evening, Willam. Welcome to Canada. Are you going to be doing a show tonight?
Good morning. I'll be cross-dressing professionally. No, wait, I changed my mind. Not professionally. I'm going to be doing it unprofessionally. No, fun professionally.
Are you doing a meet and greet here with some of the fans?
Well, I'm doing a meet and greet and ski. It's very interactive. I'm like a please touch museum.
If people want to find out a little bit more about you, do you have anything here that they can take home with them?
I'm on Wikipedia and Twitter, and I have posters and t-shirts.
Do you have anything that's coming out soon, or?
I do. I have a new song with DWV, and it's called Blurred Binds. It's all about Amanda Bynes and her trials and tribulations. What else? A play in Texas called The Rocky Horror Show. I'm doing that.
Is it your first time in Canada?
Girl, don't make me do math. I was in Canada for like a while filming some shows in Vancouver before.
Oh, you have? Okay, yeah, we're based in Vancouver, so do you have any plans?
Brag! This is a beautiful town. There's a lake, it's like Italy, but Canadian. Like where George Clooney lives.
A little bit like, yeah, Lake Como.
Oh, let's call it Como. Is it Como? Oh, God.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us. Have a great night.
You know what? I want you to do the same.
Thanks a lot.
Well, it's time for us to take another little break, but do stay tuned because we have lots more Pride coverage coming up.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Well, in Kelowna, accommodations for the Outlook TV crew was provided by 4 Points by Sheraton, Kelowna Airport.
Welcome back to Outlook TV. Up next, we're going to take you to New Westminster, who also had a Pride this year.
That's right. Gareth C.J. Wee fills us in on how the Royal City celebrates Pride.
As we celebrate our own uniqueness, we also celebrate what makes us human. Those core pieces of us that also makes us sane. The desire for community, love, a sense of belonging, to feel part of something bigger than ourselves. Let's continue to support each other in achieving these goals, consciously co-creating a better place, not just within the Royal City of New Westminster, but globally.
Right, like we've got to support, right? Like we have to support. We have Davie Street, and we've got Pride downtown. But as the city grows, we're all moving out into the suburbs, and we have to take the movement all the way out to the. We have to take the movement everywhere.
Happy Pride.
What do you think about all this, the New Westminster Pride?
This is my first one. I didn't even know that they had a New West Pride. I thought it was just the big Vancouver one, but I think every municipality should have one, like just for their own community, you know what I mean? Like, what better way to say New West that we accept it and love it than having a Pride, right? How can you not love this? Like, it's just pure good vibes, you know what I mean? So.
We do have a large queer community here, and we wanted to have something that would be specialized for our demographic, for our group, and would be inclusive for the entire community of New Westminster.
Well, every year we feel it's very important for us to give back to our communities. So last year, my first year on the board, we supported the local Lookout Society shelter for the homeless in New Westminster. And this year we're giving back in collecting donations for the New Westminster Food Bank. As we don't want people just to think that we just want to party. We want people to know that we are citizens of New Westminster and British Columbia, and it's very important for us to give back. So that is our way of showing and giving, is to raise awareness of all these people who need our help, and it's our pleasure to give back.
From the Pride grounds at New Westminster, this is Gareth CJ Wee for Outlook TV.
Prides were happening across the country this year, and Edmonton was no exception. I hear it was perfect.
Meow.
Brendan brings us the scoop.
Hey Outlook TV, happy Pride! I'm here in Edmonton, Alberta, where the annual Pride event has once again set record-breaking attendance numbers.
Once again, the city came out in all its colors to support the annual Edmonton Pride Parade and outdoor party in Churchill Square. It's hard to believe that only in the last 5 years has the Pride event grown to the enormous celebration it is today, and is now one of Edmonton's most attended outdoor summer events.
The very first Pride events I think started in Edmonton would have been the early 80s. It would have been one-off events. It certainly wouldn't have been a full day and definitely would not have been a full week. Since then, obviously, we've grown to this, where last year we had between 25 and 30,000 people. It's a full 10-day festival. We've got events running each of those days, actually. Our theme this year is Stand Proud. Yesterday, the Canadian Forces Base Edmonton raised a Pride flag on base. That's certainly something to stand proud about, and it's proud of, and we need to recognize those things. A lot of times you get asked the question, so you've got equal rights, same-sex marriage, legally, you've kind of arrived where you wanted to arrive, so why still have a festival? And I think people forget sometimes there's still a lot of education and awareness that needs to happen. Still seeing a lot of bullying among youth, and in some cases people's workplace or maybe even at home. So education and awareness is still a very important part of it. And also I think we just need to take the time to celebrate the community. We've come a long way in the last 30 years, and I think it's important to recognize that.
Always a chance to show your true colors. I definitely had a little too much fun connecting with my inner feline self.
Ladies and gentlemen, dogs and cats getting along at Pride. Come here, hey, shake paw, shake paw. Oh!
It's very important to teach people about tolerance and love. Like, you just, in this world, you need to be free to be who you want to be and who you are, and everyone in this world should respect that, and it's just a lesson in that. It's, you can see a lot of families here today and a lot of people who maybe aren't necessarily homosexual, but it doesn't matter because they're here to support and provide that love and show people that, they care and that they want them to be who they want to be.
Just for me, I guess it's a sense of where we've come, and just sort of really recognizing that and being proud of that. I think for me, that's, when I looked around today, that's sort of what came to mind, is we've worked really hard and we've accomplished a lot, and that's something to be proud of. Happy Pride! In Edmonton, Alberta, for Outlook TV, I'm Brendan James Boyd.
And next up, we're going to take you to Pride in Calgary with our reporters Chris and Reed.
And of course, as Outlook TV reporters, they got backstage passes. Let's see how the Cowboys and Cowgirls of Calgary celebrate Pride.
Hey guys, it's Chris Mateo reporting from Calgary, Alberta for Outlook TV, and this is our coverage of Pride 2013. This year's Pride was nuts. It was so busy. There were so many people. I've been to about 3 or 4 Calgary Prides already, and this one is by far the biggest. This is the best turnout we've ever had. This year for Pure Pride, Reed and I were asked to be backup dancers for Carly's Angels. We were backup dancers for Mercedes, who was imitating Cher, and Carly York Jones, who was imitating Lady Gaga for her new song, Applause. Here's our performance. It was pretty much immediately after our show that we got to meet Alaska. This girl is funny.
Is this your first time to Canada, Alaska? No, I've been to Canada a few times, so this is my first time to Calgary. contest where you had to pick the song out of the fishbowl on stage, so you had no idea what you were gonna do. And I was like, bitch, I know all this. So it was perfect.
Are your songs in iTunes yet?
No, but I give away my music for free on my website, alaskathenderfront.com. But no, you can get trannies and beers for free on my website, alaskathenderfront.com. You can also get hooker shoes featuring Amy House. And you can get a ringtone that goes, hi! Perfect, I'm getting that. Yeah, you can drive your friends insane.
What was the hardest challenge for you out of all the challenges on Drag Race?
The f***ing swimming tank. I would say I'm not making excuses, but I totally am. What happened was I was wearing a plastic tablecloth, and so it created a bubble that I couldn't submerge myself because it was an air bubble. Like, whole dress was an air bubble. So, like, they made it look like I gave up, which I did at first, but then I tried again.
So if you had to evacuate a burning building and you could only save one wig and one outfit, what would it be?
I actually survived this week out of a fire, can you tell? This was the outfit I could grab.
Don't bring any lighters close to your hair.
Yeah, don't. I mean, it's combustible.
So, applause by Lady Gaga or by Katy Perry?
Lady Gaga. Yeah. And Lady Gaga has actually been wearing hair that everyone keeps comparing to mine on Twitter, which I think is great. So I'm glad we inspire each other. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you for bringing me here.
So awesome. Outlook TV, I have just one thing to say. Bye! Bye! Bye. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance.
Sunday was as busy as ever for the Calgary Pride Parade. It started right at noon, right up Stephen Avenue. The parade this year was really, really awesome. So many people came down to support the community, and of course Mayor Nenshi came down to support, and he gave a wonderful, wonderful speech.
That here in Calgary, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter what you worship, it doesn't matter who you love. We welcome all, we accept all, and we give everybody the opportunity to live a great Canadian life right here.
Calvin the fake mustache Trump!
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my coverage of Calgary Pride 2013. All the best, we'll see you soon. Bye! Mwah.
Up next, we're heading to Pride in La Belle Province. We're going to Quebec City.
That's right, one of Canada's oldest cities celebrated, and our reporter Kyle brings us that story, and I believe he got to interview two dads who were there, showing that this is really a family event.
Here the theme was cinema, so we had 4 movies that were shown during the Pride. We had lots of people, and on the street, Urban Theatre was great. Stands, boutiques selling their things. The weather was very great. And we had our best crowd ever at Place Dieuville when Mado Lamotte was on the stage. So yeah, everything went all right.
It's really a celebration, right? Like this is the la fête arc-en-ciel. The fête is celebration. It's a party, right? So that's kind of what I'm sensing, you know, amongst the people who are participating for the activities and also for the kiosks.
Their Pride here is actually amazing. I really wasn't sure if it was going to be a little bit too small or whatever, but They've got music, they've got people. I've seen people young, old, kids, all types, all walking up and down the street, big smiles on their faces. So Pride in Quebec City is happening.
To be with kids here, it's more significant for us because we know that we're proposing some kind of a new model, new family model, you know, and it's especially in this area, in the area of Quebec City, it's a new thing. People are not used to it, and we're proud to show a positive image of it. You know, and a lot of people stop us. You know, they want to. They ask about how we decided to adopt kids and how we decided to form a new family, and we're proud to speak about it.
Every year, more and more people coming, and it's great to see that because Montreal Pride is huge and it's well known, and Quebec City should have its place as well.
Come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
So I'm here to have a little show, a drag queen show. I'm having dancers. I'm having as well like a singer, a real singer, a real woman actually, Joanie Gagnon. So that she won actually 2 years ago our contest with the Fête Arc-en-Ciel here that we did.
If our Pride was just gay people and gay businesses celebrating, it would not be really good because it would be kind of little. And it would not be our goal because we want people to understand better what being gay is. We want people to get in touch with the sexual diversity in Quebec City. So that's why we do not throw a big party at a gay bar and ooh, that's it, our Pride is done. So we really want to have families, straight people. So we're very, very satisfied with this. We have activities for all people.
Get that ice or else no dice. Here's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to sell.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for this edition of Outlook TV, and we tie a big bow around the Prides in Canada this year.
That's right. We're very proud to live in a country where we can celebrate who we are, and we're definitely proud to cover all these Prides. So if you have a Pride that you're planning for next summer, Maritimes, be in touch because we'd like to cover it.
And if you'd like to join us in any other volunteer capacity, please get in touch with us. You can also tweet us, Facebook us.
Even check us out on YouTube and watch all of our past episodes.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rebecca Wyman.
And I'm Dan Doomshaw. Stay fabulous, Canada.